Well, that is a very good question, Tessa. This is definitely not the first time we see this kind of dispute happen. Only last month, a group of 450 people were stranded at sea because of a similar incident. And this feud between Malta and Italy actually started when Italy's populist government decided to adopt this zero-tolerance policy on migrant rescue ships, effectively closing their ports to all NGO ships that conduct these search and rescue operations in the Mediterranean Sea. Italy says it has already done enough. It has already helped enough. They were effectively one of the sole authorities coordinating these rescue operations since 2014. And now they say it's time for other EU countries to do their part. But what is interesting to note here is, one, the fact that Italy is actually accusing its own Coast Guard of not following their directives, which were apparently to let Malta deal with this group of refugees, and the fact that Italy's Interior Minister Matteo Salvini is threatening to send the refugees and migrants back to Libya. Well, Libya is not a port of safety. We've seen time and time again human rights abuses reported in these detention centers where these migrants are kept. And so if Salvini's threat was to be carried out, well, there could be legal implications, and it wouldn't be the first time, Tessa, because Italy has already been faulted by the European Human Rights Court because it had sent migrants back to Libya.
Indeed, and this is a spat between two frontline countries. But what has the EU's response been so far, just briefly?
Well, Tessa, the EU has, for now at least, failed to come up with a long-term sustainable disembarkation mechanism that would avoid seeing these rescue ships stranded at sea, and these Coast Guard ships, for that effect, stranded at sea with people on board. But for now, at least, it seems that we are far away from that solution. Back in June, that emergency summit that convened in Brussels to try and find and come up with a unified EU migration policy has actually failed to deliver. So for now, we're likely to see more of these cases of migrants, hundreds of vulnerable people stranded at sea, while Italy, Malta and other EU countries come up with a port of safety for them.